That's what I mean.
They
They can
are
read it.
choosing. They are choosing that. No one is
I'm
making them.
I'm gonna
No, I
I'm gonna
never
interrupt. I'm
suggested
gonna
that
interrupt.
anyone is
I'm gonna
forcing
interrupt
them.
for a moment. I'm gonna interrupt for a
Oh
moment.
my God.
The word socializing very specifically has the words causing a person. What that means is socializing in the context that we're talking about it is the act of one person towards another. Now, if you're using the term socializing in a different sense, that makes no sense because you said the parent is socializing the child. Now you're trying to claim you're talking about the child socializing with other children. The object of the word you were using was the parent's actions, not the child's actions. So if what you'd like to say is, oops, I made a mistake, I apologize, let's get back to the real topic, feel free to do that. But don't pretend you didn't say something really fucking stupid.
Okay, so the problem with this,
literally.
can I respond?
Are you about to pretend you didn't say something
You're
really
using
stupid?
just one definition of socializing, but there's other definitions of socializing, right? Another definition of socializing is just very simply
your definition and from what dictionary?
yeah, so just to participate in a social activity, so mixing socially with others. In this case, how you express your gender through your clothing, through your actions, through your hair, any form of gender expression is a type of socializing as well. And how you socialize your children, that is what clothes you dress them in, is a form of socializing.
Yeah, let me ask you.
So he just picked. In fact, he picked the second. He picked the second definition rather than the first one because it fits his narrative.
So were you conditioned to be a boy then?
Yes. When my parents bought me boys' clothing and
Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop. This is fucking annoying. You just said when your no, shut up. You just said when your parents did something to you. Earlier you said the parents are socializing the child. Take your definition, right? And what I want you to do is this. Have the parent at the beginning, have the child at the end, and then insert your fucking definition. And what you'll find is you're being a disingenuous
Can you calm down, Kitty?
Bitch.
Calm down, Kitty.
No, I'm not going to calm down when I'm talking to a moron. You're using the term socializing when the object or the subject of the action is the child. You were previously talking about socializing as something the parent was doing. And so maybe you want to look at another dictionary and find yet another definition or admit you're a fucking moron so we can proceed with the conversation.
No, there's no proceeding with the conversation. He was a disingenuous twat.
He just.
I mean, I don't know how more clearly I could have fucking put it. Like, you said the parents did it. You're right. When I go to a bar, I am socializing. I am socializing. But when I go to a bar, and I don't say my parents are socializing me, makes no sense.
Yeah.
It's so fucking stupid.
I have a question.
Stupid.
And Bonte, you have a listening problem sometimes.
Wait, how old is Irish? What does it matter?
Why does that matter?
Oh, because the chat wants to know. They think he's really attractive. The chat has universally decided to have a crush on
guys,
Irish.
I appreciate it. Doesn't matter. I'm off the market for at least 5 more months, and I'm old as shit, so don't worry about it.
Daddy vibes.
Slightly.
Anyways, I gave him the explanation because he was trying to imply that the children are being groomed or kind of forced into a gender, right? That was his narrative.
He was trying to do it in a better way.
And that's why he warped the definition of socialization to kind of push that narrative.
Yep.
When I told him from the beginning, the child is making the decision to express themselves a certain way. The parent is not pushing or forcing them. They're just letting them, allowing them. Because that phase, even if they grow out of it, it's part of their development. Like, this is like, go read the basis of child development and you will learn about this. This is not freaking difficult.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy argument. That was entertainment. Quality. I would have paid to see that.
Yeah, I love it when Irish comes in lives.
I do apologize. I am toxic. I am angry. I am loud. I don't tolerate this idea of disingenuous arguments because there's a lot of stuff you could attack trans people on. I've got 20 things if you want to create a good argument. but don't be making shit up. It's just annoying. You're a dummy. I'm so upset that TikTok has made these morons think that when they have a microphone, they've got something that's worth saying. And when they don't say anything logical, they just make shit up. You're stupid. Stay at home.
I would argue the child would have more trauma by forcing them to be someone they're not.
Yeah, even if they don't turn out to be like sex incongruent, that little phase right there, that's super important for them. That's part of their development of sense of self.
Yeah.
And if you stomp that because you want to push a crazy, ridiculous, your beliefs onto them, you are traumatizing the child, and you end up with a person that has a poor sense of self.
Like me.
Like, pick up a fucking book on child development and you will freaking learn this. It's not difficult. And I'm sick of these bigoted people on this fucking app.
Like, keep it a stack. I got bands.
They don't really care about the children. They just want to hate on trans people.
Well, they don't care about children. They want to eradicate our gender affirming care altogether. They've already done it in Missouri.
Yeah, because they want to know who the fuck. That's why. They want to know who the fuck, because we be looking too passable now these days.
It's honestly the hypocrisy that upsets me so much. The what the hell is that? George Orwell, 1984. The Orwellian use of language to act in bad faith. I'm concerned about the kids, therefore I want... No, you're not concerned about children. None of your other actions suggest you're concerned about children. If you're concerned about children being socialized by parents, you fucking idiot, then why aren't you concerned about children being brainwashed to believe in a sky daddy? You don't seem to care about that. You don't seem to care that children around America are being brought to Catholic churches every fucking Sunday, being made to eat the god of a dude who died 2,000 years ago. That doesn't seem to matter to you. The child's free will in that area doesn't seem to matter to you. Other parenting decisions don't seem to matter to you. So you don't care about the child. You're just corrupt. You're weaponizing the idea of caring for a child in order to express your bigotry. It's just, it's frustrating.
And if we're going to talk about socialization of kids,
they don't care about
pageants. There are literally kid pageants where they make young kids act and like you know what child pageants are.
But this is what gives it away. This is what gives it away. They don't care about these children. They don't care about them at all, because the leading cause of death of children, guess what it is?
McDonald's?
Pew-pews, weapons.
Yeah, they don't care about kids.
Oh, but don't you dare ban my weapons. Right? They don't care about these children. They're freaking liars and hypocrites.
It's the corruption of the argument and language that just angers me so much, because like you're that pathetic that you've got so little of an argument that you have to dress it up in something. And it just seems as though, like, how do you not realize you're the fucking dummy in the group? Like, when you have to, lie about what your actual motivations are, how do you not realize you're the fucking dummy? I just don't get it. And the hypocrisy of this stuff when you're talking about those pageants and all that, right? Let's be fucking for real, right? Where do those pageants take place? Mostly in conservative Republican fucking areas.
Yeah.
Right? Where does this mass indoctrination of children for religious cults take place? Mostly conservative states. Where is it that we have most? And literally, I looked this up recently. Most child abuse happens, sexual child abuse and physical abuse, conservative states.
Yeah.
And these are the same ones that are saying it's the drag queens that's the problem. No, it's you fucking conservative weirdos. You're not, to the extent you're interested in caring for kids, you're interested in fucking kids. Like, that's what you're more interested in. You have a bigger record showing that than anything else.
Yeah, but that's a known fact. That's a known fact, because they're the ones, the people at the church, they're the ones, the white conservative men. They're the ones that have seem to have a thing for little kids. But they want to call the LGBT the pedicures and all this shit. Like, fuck out of my face.
And they don't care about child marriages still. Like the person, the attorney general that just got rid of gender affirming care for adults in Missouri was just defending child marriage as early as 12 years old.
The level of delusion like really angered me recently when Tennessee, where they kicked out those two black, I think it's congressmen, but I'm not really sure what the state term is. Where it is state congressmen, right? So they kicked out two black state congressmen because of how they dressed, expelled them based on how they dressed, but they're not racist. And I don't know if anyone, well, it's fucking TikTok. There's no way none of you ADHD people who cannot fucking listen for more than 2 minutes listen to the 8-minute video. And if you did, please say you did so I know I can like friend you and have a long conversation. There's an 8-minute video that came out where the white conservative Republican congressmen are talking about those two black men and bringing them back in. And what they say is America is going to hell. We are fighting for our lives and talking about Armageddon. I'm shitting you not. And I'm waiting for like, okay, about what exactly? And they say we need to stop focusing on this stupid shit. And what they said is we have to focus on the stuff that's destroying our country, like the pronoun bill. What the fuck, dude? Your biggest issue is pronouns?
All Republicans have is identity politics because they have no other social.
Oh no, but
identity politics is wild.
All they have is identity politics.
But Kelly, respectfully, while I agree with you generally, these people are getting into office. People who are drinking that Kool-Aid. There is absolutely some architects in the Republican Conservative Party who are making these issues. You're no doubt wrong about that. But they're getting people elected who genuinely think that pronouns are the biggest issue in their state. They really believe it. It's terrifying.
So it's a Heritage Foundation and it's a Family Research Council. They did the same thing to the gays since the 70s. It was Tony Perkins, Anita Bryant, the list goes on. They've been around for a really long time. They work with lobbyists, they pay off politicians, the list goes on.
Mm-hmm. So these mini donuts are just like life right now. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed now.
Okay.
Because I'm not trying to do an all-nighter like last night. That shit got me fucked up.
I'm gonna go get some.
Ruby, can you turn off the lights when you come in, please? I'd appreciate it.